The Cotton Bowl Classic is in for one of the Southland's great industries. It stands today as a great symbol among collegiate football's postseason attractions. It has had collegiate sponsorship for 2 decades, a distinction no other bowl game can claim. The stadium has been twice enlarged and double-decked to its present capacity of 75,500. The member institutions of the Southwest Conference are spread from the Space Center of Houston to the high plains of West Texas, from the capital of Texas to the enchanting Ozarks of Arkansas. One of the more picturesque campuses is located in Fayetteville, Arkansas, home of the State University. The campus spreads over 260 acres of rolling hillside. The University of Arkansas has made a significant contribution to the progress of its state in its 90 years as an institution of higher learning. Oldest of all the conference institutions is Baylor University in Waco. The world's largest Baptist university, Baylor offers 19 degrees on the baccalaureate, graduate, and doctorate levels. Baylor was founded in 1845 under a charter granted by the Republic of Texas. Rice University in Houston has completed a half-century of outstanding academic achievement since its opening in 1912. Noted for its beautiful and spacious campus and architectural splendor, the institution treasures more the position of prestige it commands in academic excellence. Not far from the Cotton Bowl Stadium is Southern Methodist University, founded in 1911 as a non-sectarian, privately supported institution. This university, with $55 million, is dedicated to the principle. More than 40% of its student body comes from outside the state of Texas. One of the charter members is Texas Agricultural and Mechanical College, the oldest state-supported institution of higher learning in Texas. Rich in tradition, A&M inspires unparalleled loyalty of student and former student. Texas Christian University is now in the 90th year of a history that began with an enrollment of only 13 students. Today, 8,000 students participate in an academic program that puts emphasis on excellence in undergraduate and graduate levels. Texas Tech is the newest conference member and is second in enrollment with more than 11,000 students. Tech offers 33 areas of study leading to bachelor degrees, 36 to master's degrees, and 6 to doctorates. Its campus of nearly 2,000 acres is second largest in the nation. Host team in the Cotton Bowl for a second straight year is the University of Texas. Since opening its doors to a handful of students in 1883, the university has become one of the nation's major state-supported institutions of higher learning. The impressive administration building tower is symbolic of its role in a threefold program of instruction, research, and public service. Neighboring Louisiana furnished the opponent for Texas in the 1963 Classic. For Louisiana State, it was a second invasion of the Cotton Bowl. The Louisiana institution was founded in 1860, and its first president was William Tecumseh Sherman, later and better known for his Civil War role. The Baton Rouge campus covers 300 acres of land just 1 mile east of the Mississippi River. First on the scene for the 1963 Classic were the Louisiana State Tigers, who invaded Dallas with a dedication to enjoy themselves off the field and prove themselves upon it. Leading the delegation from the Delta country was Coach Charles McClendon, who made it a bowl game in his first season as a head coach. McClendon and his players accept Texas-style hats, a symbol of hospitality in the Lone Star State. Beautiful co-eds, home for the holidays from Southwest Conference schools, proved gracious hostesses at the reception of the colorful LSU team. Texas returned to Dallas for a third Cotton Bowl test within 4 seasons. It was Texas' 8th trip to the postseason Classic. There was a typically warm welcome, especially for co-captain Perry McWilliams, who rates a kiss. Jessica Darling, who later was to be crowned Cotton Bowl Queen, is all set to crown Longhorn stars Ray Pogue and Johnny Treadwell for Camerlan. Coach Darrell Royal, often identified with winning hands, came in this time with a pair of linebacking aces, co-captain Pat Culpepper and Treadwell, the All-America guard. The Longhorns wasted little time going to the practice field for a workout and dress rehearsal for the photographers. Interviews and picture take. First of the pre-game attractions was the Texas Sports Hall of Fame Luncheon, co-sponsored by the Texas Sports Writers Association and the Salesmanship Club of Dallas. Bill Reeves, the Toastmaster, has played a leading role in the development of this event. Gerald Mann, a backfield hero for SMU in the mid-20s, accepts his plaque from Ray Morrison, his coach. Accepting the award for the late Skippy Browning, the Olympic diving champion, his father, Dave Browning. Wilmer Allison, himself a member of the Hall of Fame, pays tribute to Dr. D.A. Pennick and accepts the award for the Builder of Men and Tennis Champions. Cecil Grigg, who has served Rice University for more than a quarter of a century, is enshrined by Fred Walcott, track star previously named to the honor. Bill Ruggles, one of the state's esteemed journalists, reviews the achievements of the late John J. McCloskey, the founder of the Texas League. Matty Bell, SMU's athletic director and 1961 honoree, installs Kyle Rote, legendary football hero for Southern Methodist and the New York Giants. Pre-game revelry reached its peak at the colorful New Year's Eve party. The climax came at the stroke of midnight when a barrage of balloons showered down on the celebrants and heralded the arrival of the new year. Representatives of press, radio, and television joined in the excitement. Each year, this gala event honors administrators and coaches of the Cotton Bowl teams and administrators and athletic staffs of other Southwest Conference schools. Thousands line the streets and hundreds more look down from hotel windows at the annual Cotton Bowl Festival Parade. It was a parade that hit an all-time high for color and excitement along Commerce Street. The United States Marine Band led the way for the dazzling floats, colorful bands, and drill squads. Louisiana representation was headed appropriately by Jimmy Davis, the popular songwriting governor. He chose to ride horseback in the parade that fascinated young and old alike for more than an hour. Close behind Governor Davis came the Louisiana State delegation. There was the costume tiger. He was not masquerading as Mike III, as he actually is the mascot for the LSU band. The Yell staff chose to ride as they saved their energy for the afternoon action on the sidelines. The golden-clad ballet corps leads the way for the 160-member Louisiana State University Tiger Band. Directed by Tom Tyra, the high-stepping LSU band was one of 30 that thrilled the New Year's Day fans who lined the famed parade route and a Texas television audience. Riding high in the procession of charm is glamorous Gay Schneider. Honored to represent LSU in the Cotton Bowl festivities, Miss Schneider was to attain more honors just 2 weeks later when she was named LSU's Darling. At the head of the University of Texas section rode Governor John Connally, a former president of the Texas Student Association. The then governor-elect greeted onlookers with the hook-'em horn salutation. Bigger and more popular than ever, the show band of the Southwest featured its colorful flag bearers who carried banners of all 8 Southwest Conference schools. Directed by Vincent R. Donino, the University of Texas band numbers 260 performers. In addition to the talented musicians and flag bearers, there are the twirlers and the traditional Texas stars. The show band is followed by the most spectacular of the 29 floats. The Stairway to the Stars float forms a fitting throne for Jessica Darling, the 1963 Cotton Bowl queen who doubles as sweetheart of the University of Texas. The parade led the fans right to the Cotton Bowl Stadium, where more pageantry awaited. The welcome was extended as usual by the Dixieland Jazz Band, which for years has entertained early arrivals. The Dixieland Troop has become as much of a trademark as the good weather and the crowded stands. Inside the bowl, a great pregame show set the stage for another thrilling spectacle. The fans clear the field at the south end, then the spotlight swings to the players. Fans and the television audience are introduced to number 83, senior end Gene Sykes. Number 78, Fred Miller, the All-America tackle. Number 21, All-America Jerry Stovall, and the remainder of the LSU starting lineup. Coach McClendon chats briefly with Jim Simpson of the CBS telecast crew. Then the entire Tiger squad roars onto the Cotton Bowl playing field. Introduced on television from the confines of the dressing room, the Longhorn squad bursts onto the scene. Greeted by the Kilgore Rangerettes and encouraged lustily by a Texas yell staff that includes Jessica Darling, the Cotton Bowl Queen. A full house looks on as referee Burns McKinney gathers the team captains in midfield for the coin toss. Fred Miller, 78, represents LSU, while Pat Culpepper, 31, and Perry McWilliams, 61, lead the Longhorns. Miller wins the toss, and referee McKinney signals that LSU will receive and defend the north goal. For Coach Darrell Royal, this kickoff sends his Longhorns into a postseason game for the 5th time during 6 seasons at Texas. Kickoff sails to the LSU 10-yard line. Jerry Stovall takes it and returns it to the 25, where Tommy Ford checks in. Quarterback Jimmy Field marks the game's first signal and makes the initial bid for yardage with a keeper at right tackle. Next comes the highly regarded Stovall, who rips through the same area for a first down on the 35. Ford makes the tackle again. Steve Ward strikes for Ford left guard, with Marvin Cuban stopping him. Then the Tigers meet up with Culpepper, one of Texas' famed linebackers. Pat stops Danny LeBlanc for no gain. On a 3rd and 6 situation, Field hits Stovall for a gain of 2 as Ford again makes the tackle. Stovall punts 42 yards, and no return is attempted as his line drive rolls to the Texas 17-yard line. Tackle Fred Miller justifies his reputation on Texas' first play from scrimmage as he spills Ford for a loss of 5 yards on a pitch-off play. A flag flies as Ernie Coy works a pitch back to the left for 4 yards. LSU declined the penalty. And on 3rd down, Coy, standing near his own goal line, booms the first of several good punts. Some favorable bounces carries the ball to the LSU 12, a 72-yard kick. 6 Longhorns guard against a return. LSU's determination for victory is demonstrated by Stovall. He bowls over 2 Longhorn defenders as he strikes for 8 at right end. LeBlanc also impresses with tremendous drive as he bowls for a first down on the 25. Len Amedee, who is to emerge as the game's outstanding back, takes over at quarterback and passes for 12 and a first down just shy of midfield. Despite encouragement from the sidelines, neither team was able to move more effectively again until early in the second quarter. Texas takes over when Ford returns Stovall's punt to the Texas 25. Dennis Gaubitz, LSU's lone Texan, stops it. Set back to his 14 by penalty, Johnny Janung passes to Joe Dixon in the left flat. The sophomore backfielder cuts back and runs sharply for a gain of 17 yards. Mickey Cox tackles it. Ford gives the bid momentum as he bursts through left tackle for 11. Mike Morgan and Dwight Robinson corral him. After one play loses a yard, Janung sets his sights on Coy in the right flat for a gain of 8. Janung runs to his right, passes quickly to Ford for a gain of 6 yards and a first down on the 45 in LSU territory. In Charles Talbert turns toe dancer, but he puts his little foot out of bounds and Janung's pass is ruled incomplete. The same battery tries the same play again, and this time it clicks for 15 yards to the LSU 30. Tiger Ruffin Rodriguez must have figured Texas had gone far enough. The LSU linebacker holds Ford to 3 yards at the middle. Checks Ford again for 2, then tips a Janung pass tagged for Talbot. A fourth down field goal attempt by Crosby from the 32-yard line is short and off to the left. LSU takes over on its own 20, and the pass interference penalty against Texas moves the Tigers to their 39. Amity passes to Ray Wilkins in left flat for 7 as Culpepper and Dixon cover. Charles Cranford turns acrobat and lands on his head for a gain of 6 after Joe Dixon hits him. Treadwell makes a good play to stop Bob Campbell on a sweep to right. Moments later, Amity works the other side of the street for a gain of 6. Then 6'5" Billy Truax clears himself down the middle, and Amity connects for a gain of 22 to the Texas 12. Stovall smashes right tackle. He gets only 3 as he runs into Scott Appleton. Amity then hits LeBlanc in the left flat, and the Lake Charles fireplug butts his way for 4. With only 8 seconds of the first half remaining, it's time to beat the clock, and Amity does it with a field goal from placement as Field holds on the 13. LSU leads 3-0 as the crowd awaits a spectacular halftime show. It was pageantry typical of the Cotton Bowl Classic. First to take front and center was the black-clad LSU band. Background music for the grandfather clock formation is Leroy Anderson's syncopated clock. The Longhorn Band, famed for its spectaculars, presented a variety show that featured flag bearers, twirlers, and the high-stepping Texas Stars. The show band has logged lots of time on national television. A trademark of the Longhorn Band is its script-type presentation of TEXAS. Kicking up their heels with the Texas Stars were the Kilgore Rangerettes, perennially popular at the great show. In a breathtaking finale with all featured performers taking part, Miss Shelby Smith of Albuquerque, New Mexico, the 1963 Maid of Cotton, presents the 1962 Southwest Conference Sportsmanship Trophy to Baylor University. Accepting for Baylor was Judd Holt, Student Congress President. Texas hopes for taking up slack were dimmed early in the second half as Jerry Cook, a 1962 game hero, fumbles after returning the kickoff to his own 36-yard line. The ubiquitous Amade recovered. After a short gain at the line, Field passes down the middle to Gene Sykes for a first down on the Texas 23. Lucas teams with Treadwell to haul him down. It's Treadwell on the prowl again as he holds Steve Ward to a yard gain. After overshooting a receiver, Field is back to pass again. Texas puts on a fierce rush, apparently trapped. Field reverses to his left, spots an opening, and goes all the way. He eludes a desperate tackle to score the game's only touchdown. Field then holds while Amade boots the lead to 10-0. Cook once again takes an Amade kickoff and runs it back 23 yards to the Texas 33. Janung rolls out to the right, steps for 9 before end Jack Gates stops him. Trying to keep a good thing going, Janung bids again, but this time Big Fred Miller blocks his path. Probing the same side, Jerry Cook drives for 5 and a first down on the 45. Janung fakes to the fullback and hands off to Cook, who counters to the opposite side for 4. Janung then decides to go overhead. He spots Ben House near the east sideline. The play clicks for 13 yards before Bob Fleury knocks the receiver out of bounds. Stymied to ground and in the air, Texas could move no deeper, so Coy punts into the end zone. LSU has checked Texas' second and final major move. An interception by Rodriguez gives LSU possession on the Texas 47 a few plays later. Field passes to Stovall for 12 with Anthony King making the tackle. LeBlanc powers his way for 9 yards and is stopped by Charles Tauber. Field passes incomplete, with Carlisle breaking it up in the end zone. Gates makes a tremendous catch of a field pass a few plays later for a first down on the Texas 7-yard line. Cook and Treadwell team up to dump Stovall for a loss of 5 yards, and 3 plays later, the Tigers give up the ball on the Texas 24-yard line. LSU regains possession, however, when Cook fumbles again early in the final period. Another good catch gives the Tigers a first down on their own 48 when Amade hits Danny Newman for a gain of 16. Campbell strikes for 10, but Culpepper grabs one leg and holds on till help arrives. It's Culpepper on the tackle again, but not until Stovall is romped for a gain of 14 yards. Amade then hits Truax down the middle for 14 to the Texas 8-yard line. Carlisle and Cook stop the big Benville wingman, who proved to be LSU's #1 target. Truax caught another Amade pass for an apparent touchdown, but an ineligible receiver downfield nullifies the play. Amade tries to connect with Wilkins, but Lucas and Cook break it up. On fourth down with the goal line 21 yards away, Amade kicks a 37-yard field goal to break the Cotton Bowl distance record that he himself had set earlier. LSU leads 13-0 as the scoreboard shows almost 5 minutes left to play. The only thrill Texas can muster for its fans, an Ernie Coy punt that rolls all the way to the LSU 1-yard line where Cook kills it. The kick, measured 69 yards, gave Coy an average of 47 yards for the afternoon. Stovall kicks back to Hicks Green, who returns 9 yards to the LSU 31. But Texas' aerial bid to avert a shutout proves futile. Stovall intercepts Tommy Wade's final try and runs it back to his own 32-yard line. Dejection and disappointment prevail on the Texas bench as the Cotton Bowl clock ticks off the final seconds. Happy LSU fans parade onto the field. The Yell leaders toy with the idea of blocking out TEXAS in the end zone, then move on with their battle. Meantime, exuberant Tiger footballers hoist Coach McClendon to their shoulders and give him a hero's ride to the dressing room. With that, the final chapter is written to the 1963 Cotton Bowl week, with LSU a 13-0 victor over the nation's 4th-ranked team.